This is the iPhone 16 and I am beyond excited to be unboxing it today. This is the ultramarine color, which looks absolutely stunning in person. I got a chance to see it at the Apple event in person. It's the 16, not the 16 Plus, and it's the 512 gigabyte model. Check out what else I've got over here. I've actually got the iPhone 16 Pro Max in the house, 1 terabyte desert titanium color. Links in the description if you actually want to see the unboxing of this beautiful new iPhone. First, let's go ahead and start off with the ultramarine. Fun fact, Apple actually said at the keynote that the iPhone 16 box actually got slimmer for shipping wise. This is the iPhone 15 box, and yes, it is indeed just a tiny bit thinner. You might be thinking this isn't a big deal at all, but for as small as this size might be for a box, shipping wise, shipping millions of iPhone units every single year, it is a very big deal. All right, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and I'm not gonna show it to you yet because I've also got the iPhone 16 silicone case, the new MagSafe case. Fun fact, it's actually got a brand new feature, call it material. I know I want you to see the new iPhone, but I'm gonna have to make you wait just a tiny bit because I'm also very excited about this new case. This is called the ultramarine case as well. And it is extremely blue, like very royal bluish. And as you can see right here, there is now the new camera control button. And fun fact, this is actually made out of sapphire, and it's actually touch sensitive because you can actually zoom in into photos, and it actually needs to be able to understand pressure from the case. And this is a brand new design for the iPhone case, since the flashlight actually has a specific hole instead of just being squared, because it now just shows the camera bump and the flashlight. In terms of that, we've got the power button, which is exactly the same. You get USB-C, the speakers, and the volume button. And now for the first time ever for the base model, we've got the action button, which is amazing. In terms of the case, it feels exactly the same. So let's put that to the side. And yes, it is now finally time for me to show you what the ultramarine iPhone 16 actually looks like. And wow, we've actually got brand new packaging. That is very cool, the way that the USB-C port actually comes in the box. You also get the SIM eject tool over here, which yes, in the EU, you still have a physical SIM card slot, as you can see. That's the SIM card, so you do need a SIM eject tool. You've also got paperwork, and the iPad Pro models didn't come with stickers, so I probably don't think they will come this year either. I like how the instruction manuals are kind of like this roundish paper, which is like laser cut. It looks very, very good. First off, it doesn't come with Apple stickers, but now I understand why it's actually cut this way, because it actually matches. As you can see, the camera module has like this roundish design, which matches the paper. I mean, Apple's details are once again unmatched, as always. All right, so let me put the box in the side. Here is the brand new iPhone 16 in ultramarine. So this paperwork kind of shows us the new features that the iPhone 16 has. This is the mute switch, which is now the action button, which I'll show you in just a second. The volume buttons, you've got the power on and off, and now a camera icon. And this right here is the new camera control button, which allows you to access camera control features inside of the camera app. We're gonna get into that in just a second. Are you ready to actually peel off? Best moment of the year. All right, let's go ahead and boot it on. And while it's actually booting up, let me go ahead and try out the new iPhone case and see how it actually looks. So here's the ultramarine, by the way. Let me show it to you before I show you the case. Let me show it to you in different lighting angles, just in case if you're actually interested in the color. So you can actually really appreciate the color. And here's probably what you're seeing online in terms of the color. And the color is actually very, very similar. In person, if I have to compare like the photo with the actual real product itself, it feels way brighter in a way. And then in terms of the iPhone case, this is the way that the iPhone case looks, the brand new one. And yeah, it looks very good. I love the camera module that they're playing here with the case. It's actually lifted up just a tiny bit, the flashlight and the actual camera button. All right, it's now telling me hello, so let me go ahead and actually set it up. And here we go, welcome to iPhone. All right, so the first thing that I always love to check out with a brand new iPhone is the new wallpaper. So let's go ahead and tap on Add New Wallpaper, because the first thing that I love to do when a brand new iPhone comes out is actually check the new wallpapers for the iPhone, and they are right here. So there's 4 different colors, or 5 different colors. There's the ultramarine, which matches this iPhone, the teal, the pink, the white, oh yeah, and the black, obviously. So we're gonna go ahead and put the ultramarine. This wallpaper, as you can see, flows right in. It actually moves, which looks absolutely stunning. And look how good it actually looks. Just look how good it looks with like the blue iPhone. It matches software and hardware extremely well. So the iPhone 16 is obviously pre-installed with iOS 18, which basically brings you so many features, including customizing your home screen with tinted icons, a redesigned Photos app. I mean, there's so many new features in iOS 18. Links in the description if you want to discover all the new features about it. I made an entire video about it. All right, so what's actually new with the iPhone 16 and why is it actually better than the iPhone 16 Pro? Because for me, the iPhone 16, for the first time ever, it basically brings all of the essential features that an iPhone user needs, and the Pro truly has those Pro features. For example, it now has the action button, which is this button right here, which is a extremely customizable button that you can make it do whatever you want. For example, you can toggle silent mode on, or you can turn on a focus mode, or you can open up the camera, or you can open up the flashlight, voice memo, Shazam, translate, a magnifier, controls. For example, all right, turn off dark mode. So every time I tap this, dark mode will actually turn on. Now, what's so powerful about the action button is that you can make it do whatever you want by running shortcuts. So, you can set a timer, for example. So by just tapping on the action button, it will now run a timer for 2 minutes, boom. And now the dynamic island will pop up. I made an entire video on what to do with the action button with the most useful use cases. So links in the description if you wanna watch that as well. But the flashiest feature that everybody is so excited about is the brand new camera control button. Now this button right here, check out what happens whenever I hold on the camera control button. It actually opens up the camera. And then if I actually do this double tap on it, I will get this little menu right here, and I can actually switch between different settings. For example, I can tap on zoom and I can now zoom in into my image. I can mess around with the depth. So I can change the aperture. I can change the exposure as well. I can make it brighter or darker. I can also switch between the camera lenses. So 0.5, 1, or 2. Photographic styles, which is a brand new feature on iPhone 16 series, which we're actually going to show you. I think if it's actually right here as well. This button right here, you can actually have a ton more photographic styles to play with. So for example, you've got amber, gold, or rose gold, neutral, cool rose. You've got a ton more than the previous one. And you can actually color grade the image live during a photo shoot or while you're taking a simple photo. Now, we're obviously gonna go very in-depth with future videos about this, and I'm extremely excited to actually check it out. You've also got different tones to play with, and check out what happens whenever I'm playing with the camera control feature. The UI kind of leaves. As you can see, it just came back. So while I'm using camera control, it makes it very simple, and you can actually press on the button and you'll actually start taking photos, just like that. And if you actually start holding, as you can see, I am now recording a video, and whenever I lift off my finger, the video stops. Okay, that's pretty useful. All right, so just imagine this. You see a butterfly or something, you see your kid walking for the first time, you're like, okay, boom, open and tap. Now, since we're talking about the camera system has actually been improved quite a lot this year. We've got a 48 megapixel fusion camera that delivers stunning photos, and you've actually got a ×2 lens. Now, this happened with the iPhone 15 series. You've got 2 physical cameras, but in reality, you've basically got 4 different ones. You've got a telephoto lens because the main one actually delivers ×2 photos. As you can see, if we actually switch to photo, you've actually got ×2 now because it's actually giving you insane technology to deliver that ×2 optical lens. It's not digital, it's actually optical, which is crazy. And now the ultra-wide lens actually delivers more light, 12 megapixels, so you're gonna have better results using the ultra-wide. I feel like the ultra-wide with the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 15 Pro, it needed a lot of work, so I'm very excited to actually see it in action. Now you might be asking yourself, why did Apple redesign the camera module again? A couple years ago, it was diagonal, and it's now back to like a straight vertical layout. Because now, as you can see, we switched to portrait, and now you can now shoot spatial photos and videos directly with the base model iPhone. Now you gotta actually shoot the photos in landscape mode to actually work. And what's cool is that you now get this toggle between photo and video. So you can actually shoot spatial photos for the first time ever on the iPhone. So you can now relive them, as you can see, spatial. You can now relive these memories on your Apple Vision Pro. So yeah, you've got spatial photos. The A18 is the brand new chipset for the iPhone 16, which delivers higher performance for Apple Intelligence, which is still not available in most countries. And even in the US, the iPhone 16 will not ship with Apple Intelligence, which is kind of crazy to think about, at least most of the brand new features like Genmoji and everything, which is kind of upsetting. We're gonna dive all of that in my review. But apart from that, we've got a more durable ceramic shield. So it's amazing for, drops. I feel like the iPhone has been doing so well lately with durability. I feel like ceramic shield changed a lot of things for the iPhone. And the new generation of ceramic shield, we're obviously not gonna do a durability test. I'm sure other channels will do that. So I'm excited to see how that does. You've also got a longer battery life. The iPhone 16 comes in a bunch of gorgeous colors, such as pink, teal, ultramarine, white, and black. So that's the iPhone 16. If you actually want to see me unbox the brand new iPhone 16 Pro in this beautiful desert titanium, you can watch this video. If you enjoyed this video, you can obviously hit my face, hit subscribe, tons more content coming surrounding the iPhone 16. And if you want to see me unbox the Apple Watch Series 10, you can tap that. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.